The language and the seals of the Harappan culture are yet to be deciphered. My attempt is to go stepwise and start with pictorial meaning of seals in this presentation. So in this seal, as the arrow shows, it's an instrument of water and food. In the next few slides, I'll try to explain further. Here we see a bull and some alphabets above it. Now, if you see carefully, the bull is well built and is not domesticated. Since this seal has absent instrument found in front of animal in other seals. The instrument usually has two compartments, one for water and another for the food. Notice there is no rope around the neck or chest to tie them or to control them. Here's the bull and there is no rope around or there is no instrument for water and food. So this bull used to roam around freely. Look at this picture now. See the arrow mark. Nobody has observed it or told anything about this observation. You see, this thing is reaching up to the ground and is going towards the neck side, and there is an instrument of water and food in front of this animal. So clearly it shows that this animal was domesticated, because for domestication we have to give animal food and water, and to stay at one place he has to be tied to the ground. Notice the rope belt around the neck and chest. Also note the no rope is connected to the ground as already shown. The instrument containing water and food in front of the animal. Now look at this picture. There is no instrument of water and food in front of this animal. So this was undomesticated animal. And look at this seal. There is no rope or chain, no instrument for food or water in front of the animal. Now look carefully. Have anybody noted this thing before? Or this? So I noticed a thick rope around chest and front limbs of this elephant. So domestication and control was attempted for the larger animal also at in the Harappan period. Notice there is no instrument for food and water, since elephant would have taken or could be taken to a large water reservoir for quenching thirst, since he has a large amount of thirst and fields for food. There won't be any instrument designed so large that he can be kept at one place. So he was taken around with thick ropes. Just a example what can be there in the instrument on the upper part and the lower part. The lower part containing water, the upper part can be used for food. According to the height of the animal. If you make a coronal section of this one, it will look like this. The lower part containing water and the upper part containing food, and adjusted to the height of the animal. He can lower his head to quench thirst from this and quench his Coming to the script. To draw anything that is observed, corner section will be more representative. For example, a pot. Now, if we take a corner section of this pot, it will look like this, and the corner section of this pot with handles having two outlets like this, and if this jar is filled with something, it will be like this to indicate that the jar is filled, pot is filled. Now this bull here is domesticated, and if this bull is containing a pot, this will look like this, and if this pot is filled, this will look like this, represented like this in corner section. So a filled pot carried by an animal which is domesticated.